What up, my dudes? It is Taylor, and I wanted to take a second to put a trigger warning in for this episode. We do it during the episode, but I wanted to make sure to do it before the episode too. This episode has to do with children, specifically undead children, and the topic of abortion. We don't go too far into it, but if it is something that you are sensitive to or something that you really just don't feel like listening to, we highly suggest you skip this episode. With that being said, if you are still sticking around to listen, we hope you enjoy. Thanks. Hi, I'm Taylor.
And I'm Whitney, and we are the Ghost
The Ghost
Sisters.
Sisters. Very exciting.
Woo!
Okay, I have no business
Okay.
doing anything. I have no business doing anything.
Anything at all. Your whole day is.
Anything at all.
This is just what it is.
Yes. Basically.
Well, I do have business. My business is the creature feature that you gave me. So we can just get straight into it. And Taylor,
Yeah.
stop making that face. Because you're way more excited about it than I am. The more I got into this, I was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, what am I even doing right now? And you just sent me back. You're doing the Toyol. That was it.
Mhm.
Which I fully knew that's what I was doing. But what the fuck did you do to me?
Yes, I got
So,
flat out just a text message that was, "What the hell are you making me research?" And I was like, "The Toyol, I told you, the Toyol." And she was like, "No, Taylor, that's not the question I'm asking." I was like, "Oh."
no, not at all. I'm glad that you're just going to have a list from now on and I get to pick what I'm doing.
Mhm.
Because then I get to do this shit to you, but reverse.
Yeah, this will be fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to get into it. I do feel like I need to put a little bit of a trigger warning because we are talking about, I'm just going to give it away right here, right now, but dead babies. And the thought of abortion does come up sometimes. So I feel like a trigger warning here. So if you are struggling with that or anything like that, maybe skip this episode.
That's legit. Yeah.
And if you're not, let's do this.
Yes. If you get halfway through this and you're like, "Never mind. Goodbye, friend."
We will see you on the flip side. So, all right. So we are going to get into the Toyol or Toyol. This creature is mainly Malaysian, Indonesian. I did find it's also Filipino and also in Thailand folklore. So it actually expands quite a bit. So the Toyol is Malaysian. The Teal, this is just, it's already starting off really well. Teal is Indonesian. The Tianak, there we go. Tianak is Filipino. And the Kuman Thong is from Thailand.
Okay.
But the stuff that I found about the Kuman Thong, Kuman Thong? Kuman Thong. I think it's Tong.
I think it's Tong.
It's
Yeah.
Tong. Kuman Tong. It seems to be more of like a household deity, not so much the same thing as the Teal, but
That's very different. Like, we go from, like, based on the very little I already know about a Toyol, and then having the household demon part of it, or deity part, is like, okay.
not household demon, but deity.
Yes.
But it kind of makes sense because we can kind of talk about it a little bit later, just because of what the Teal basically does for the human is kind of what the deity helps them with, I guess. We'll talk about it. It's fine. So the name Toyol or Toyol means mischievous thief and is a species of, and I'm gonna butcher the crap out of this, Maculuk holus. Maculuk holus.
Okay.
Which can be roughly translated to smooth creature, which I have in my notes dislike.
I don't like that at all.
No.
Think about that's okay.
Not a thing. Not excited about that. So what are we talking about aside from like just the name of it? A Toyol is said to be a dead infant, one that possibly died before being born or even was aborted, and has been brought back to life by a bohum, a Malaysian shaman that practices black magic.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
why
Yeah.
not? So once they've been brought back to life, they are normally stored in jars and are hidden away until they are needed.
No. You have this is gonna be wildly inappropriate, but this little jar army of the dead? Like, no.
I mean, okay, so the more that I read about it, it sounds like some of these shaman actually do because people can go and like purchase them. So it's like their specialty or something that they can just make these guys. And then you can just be like, I would like a one teal,
I
please.
am
Okay,
affronted. I
thanks.
am affronted.
You should be. Yeah, it's rough.
Ooh,
So yeah, so how can you get your hands on your own teal? Like I said,
the answer is don't.
I mean, but like I said, the shaman,
Mhm.
sometimes they're like, you know what I want to do today? I want to make a teal. And then they have them in stock ready for you to come and purchase. Or you can just ask a shaman and be like, hey, I really would like a teal. Can you help me out? And they'll be like, alrighty. It is also possible for it to be passed down through your family and you just have one.
What kind of creepy ass heirloom is that? Like, my esteemed daughter here is the fetus of
Mhm.
like, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, I put in my notes like that's not something that I want my grandkids to be like, "Grandma gave this to me." Like, I'd rather them get, like, a blanket. Like, they don't I don't want them to get this teal because it's not a great thing.
Mm-mm.
So, it's definitely not something that I would like. So, some of it is it's not that you choose to pass it down throughout your family, you are forced to. Once you have it, like, once you have obtained one or I guess adopted one or something like that, you have it for the rest of your life, and then you condemn your family to also have it for the rest of their
Oh,
lives.
good. Thanks for giving me a bird and oh, oh. Now I
Yeah.
understand why you were like, I was rage researching. Like,
Right,
I get
because
it
I
now.
the more shit that I found about this, I was like, "What the fuck?" And I just kept typing even more and more, and it was just stupid and ridiculous.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
alright. So, what do they look like? What are we talking about here? Your face kind of yeah,
Yeah.
we're about the same
Yeah.
thing. It's believed that they kind of look like toddlers. They may be a little naked. They may not be fully naked, but they may be naked. Mainly, we're looking at short, tiny humanoid creature. So maybe not toddler, maybe not baby, but definitely yes. Some other sources say that they can kind of look like what we now would consider goblins to look like.
Yeah.
So kind of green skin. I saw a lot of stuff about pointy ears. Of course, my thought is, of course, you've got pretty poor complexion if you were brought back from the dead.
I
I'm
would
sure it's not
anticipate so.
very pretty. Yeah, there was a Yahoo News article. That's right, Yahoo
Is
News
it
article. They
1999?
called Why does everyone use Alta Vista here? Um, but they called it Green Lean Machine, and I just thought that was extremely noteworthy, and I had to put that in there.
Okay.
See, I'm telling you, I
Ooh.
got like the more shit that I found, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I can't even, like, okay. So, aside from the green lean machine, other sources say it kind of looks like a mummified baby with grayish skin and a big bulbous head. I'm not sure where the bulbous head comes
Ugh.
from, but it leads me back to the whole translated to smooth creature.
Mm.
Just
They
gives me the heaves.
that gives me the heaves. That's not okay.
Yeah. Majority of the descriptions though do end up saying that they have like piercing red eyes and they've got sharp teeth as well. I saw one source that say it's possible that they could have little hairs all over them, like monkeys. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's no.
This is
Um,
starting to sound like a Dark Souls creature.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then you die and you have to do that level 1,000 times more.
Mhm.
Fuck that shit. Okay. They also think that nope, not you. You don't have them. They have red eyes, and that the red eyes allow them to actually see through walls and different objects, which gets into what all they can do with those. But we'll get to that. I know I said it gets into it, but we're not doing that yet.
Oh, okay.
Threw you for a loop.
You
Yeah.
never
We're
know what
it's
never let your enemy know where you're going.
Have you seen those things where it's like, don't let them know your next move,
Yeah.
and it's like I fucking love those on Instagram. It's great. All right, so why would you ever why would you own this? Why?
Yeah,
I
why?
don't why. So once these guys are summoned, aside from keeping them in jars, they're kind of like pets. They do require your face. They they do require a lot of attention. They do need to be fed, they need to be entertained. What do they eat, do you ask? Good fucking question. So these guys actually require blood on a fairly regular basis.
So they're vampire babies.
Yes. Yes,
Hmm.
they are. You are correct. Yeah, so these vampire babies may be okay with just like a little nibble here and there. Just like you prick your finger and you're like, squeeze, squeeze, and they're like, ah, thank you so much. And then they're good. But if they also don't get enough, or you start asking too much of them and they feel like they deserve more, they will actually suck blood from the toes of their owners in the middle of the night.
Ugh. Like it's I haven't words. That's the only word.
Mhm.
That's the only thing I can come out of me right now.
Yeah, seriously, rage research.
Yeah. It's the toes.
So another source.
The toes part is what gets me. Anything else out of the neck, out of the face, like the toes is what gets me.
I don't think it is. We'll get to that part in a minute.
Oh, okay.
There's a story, but for the most part, it's all toes. Anyway, so we'll come back to that little tidbit right there of you being upset about
Oh,
toes.
good.
Okay.
Okay.
So another source does say that if the family has one of these and there is a newlywed in the family, you guys are having this beautiful, joyous occasion. You got the bride, you got the groom, and everything. Well, this Teal is like, I want in on that shit, and will show up at the newlyweds' evening, like the night of their wedding, and suck the blood from the bride's toe until she wakes up.
What? But what?
I was gonna say you're gonna have to say words. It's a podcast. You
Don't give me things that I can. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what? Like
what?
they
Yeah. I didn't see any reason why.
Yeah, that's my thing.
It's just
Like
what they like to do. I think it's just like a weird initiation of like, welcome to the family, I'm yours kind of thing. And they're like, hey, friend, you're part of this for the rest of your life too. Welcome. Which I didn't look into that. Like, what if they get divorced?
I'm
Like, does she have like,
I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
if I
know.
found out that like partner's family has a Toyol, I'd be like, peace, bitches, I'm out. Like, nah,
I don't know what crazy shit you guys got into that you needed one of these, but fuck
right?
that.
I just
Yeah.
they sound very attention seeking. Like I
Well,
want to be a part of this. This is my thing. You're asking too much. Honestly, it sounds like me whenever I'm being asked too much of at work, minus the blood sucking.
this is like the blood, sweat, and tears. This is the blood, sweat, and tears of my profession.
Exactly.
I am a teal. No. Ugh. So, so why do they need the blood? The blood actually makes them stronger so they can go out and do more mischievous deeds. Okay, this next part's going to be a little weird because I can't say anything. Malay animism? Malay animism professor. I think that's like the cryptozoologist kind of thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
And if someone is telling me otherwise, please, dear God, tell me
Mhm.
otherwise because I don't know what I'm saying. But this is what it said was the Malay animism professor, Dr. I'm so sorry, Borhan? Zainal Borhan
Okay.
did say that it's possible that you could use chicken blood. I don't know where he got his information,
Like, did he try
but
this?
sure.
Was it like a series of
I don't
experiments?
know.
I really wanna
You know,
see
I really
if he's got, like, publications in a peer-reviewed cryptozoology journal, like, "Yeah, I totes tried chicken blood and it worked, yo."
and they ate that shit
They were
up,
like, "This is almost as good as humans."
literally. Oh my gosh. Which it just makes me think of, like, the vampire bats because it's actually, like people are like, "Ooh, they suck human blood." No, they
Yeah, they
don't.
don't.
They suck blood of, like, cows and chickens and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know why that's where my brain went to, but, you
Hmm.
know, whatever. So other sources mention that you can give them candy, you can give them milk, but it's not like a substitute for blood. It's just, they're friggin' babies. They like milk, they like candy.
What a wholesome
So
alternative.
again, not an alternative, just in addition to. Like you want to please the teal and you're like, here's some blood. Oh, and here's some candy.
Okay.
I don't
I
know.
mean, we're still sounding
Maybe
a lot like
blood
me.
covered candy? Or do they want them like gushers?
Oh, fucking gushers, dude. Oh, I haven't had a gusher in forever.
We had different ideas of what kind of gushers they were gonna have.
Ooh, what the fuck?
Ugh.
Oh, nothing about
Ugh.
that's okay.
You're
Now I
welcome.
want gushers,
All
how
right,
dare you?
so do they even make gushers
Yes, they
anymore?
do. I've seen them in the stove.
Oh. I know there was a big thing about fruit roll-ups and wrapping that in ice cream, which I'm just like, "What? How you did you live under a rock? What's wrong with
I
you?
don't leave my house.
You take like a fruit roll-up? It's not even oh my god, it's not even you don't have to leave your house. It's on Instagram, you
Oh,
weirdo. You undo the fruit roll-up, you get like you can get sherbet or something, you can put that in there or vanilla ice cream, and then you roll it back up, and it hardens, so whenever you eat it, it's like and it's like crunches and everything.
it's like an ice cream taco.
I've had no desire to do it, but I also think it's ridiculous that you've not seen
No,
this.
I've not seen that. But
Mm.
my diabetic ass is getting on that.
I greatly enjoy I think the past, like, 3 or 4 episodes that we've had, we've been like, "And then there's food."
We are food motivated people.
Extremely. So, back to Bebe. So,
Baby.
they Be Bebe. I'm like, "Can I do this like Moira?" No, I don't think I
Oh
want
my
to. Okay.
god, that'd be
So,
amazing.
speaking of mischievous deeds, David. So,
Alexa.
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm a little bit okay, we're getting really off track. All right. So, what do they do? So we've now gone over you can purchase them, you can feed them. They're like a chia pet. So what exactly do they do for you? So if you own one or adopt one, I'm assuming, you can use it to do your own bidding. So doing the things that you don't want to do. I'm assuming if you want it to do errands and be like, "Hey, go get me that milk that I'm going to feed you later," you can do that. And they'll be like, "Sure thing, Captain. Give me some blood."
Hmm.
But chances are the people that own them, they're doing it for mischievous reasons.
Yeah.
More than likely something to give them their own personal gain
Yeah.
in the end. Yeah. So it's also said that if you end up having one, whether it's passed down from generation to generation to your grandpa's, it's yours, you end up a little more inclined to do inhumane deeds yourself and you're a little more corrupt within your heart, your soul, and your mind if you do have them. So chances are maybe you start off a little innocent and you're like, I want some money so I can feed my family. And then you're like, I want some money so I can take over the world. Like it changes.
Yeah, that
So
that went 0 to 100 real quick. But that also
I mean, none of this has been at zero. So
yeah, if I mean, to be honest, if you are planning on going out and buying an an undead infant, there was never anything good that you were anticipating
true.
doing.
But
But
if you
yeah,
inherited it,
inheriting it, I mean, like, can you refuse it? Can you be like, "I don't want that shit, give it to her." Like,
I don't know how it works as far as, like, the bloodline goes, if it's, like, the eldest gets it and then the eldest dies and then you get it. I don't know how that works. I'm assuming if you're an only child, chances are you just get it.
sure.
Or if it's, like, paternal, maternal, I don't know.
You misplace it like,
It
"Oops. I don't know where it went."
oops, oopsie. You move and you forgot to take it with you?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Maybe it's like a Ouija board and it just, like, shows back up.
Nope, don't like that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, that wasn't actually anything that I found, so
Okay.
I guess enjoy? I don't know. So, anyways, so like I said, most of the time they're doing stuff for like selfish reasons. A lot of times these guys will help you gain wealth or have some kind of luck, or you can use them to kind of sabotage others or to be part of thefts or other minor crimes.
Mhm.
Did it elaborate what other kind of petty crimes these guys can be a part of? No. No,
Not
it did not.
not at all surprising.
Mm-mm. It apparently will do whatever you want it to, and it'll get away with it because it's so small.
It's
Mhm.
bitty, little bitty tiny small.
Teeny tiny, very, very small. So, and if it is used in some kind of crime or theft or something, it's possible that they could leave little fingerprints and little footprints everywhere, but chances are they're just not gonna leave any trace.
Okay. I'd rather it not leave any
Yeah.
trace, to be honest. Hmm.
Okay.
I don't yeah.
I don't know. So, how do you protect yourself? Well, they dumb as fuck.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Mhm,
They dumb because they're babies. They're zombie babies. All right?
mhm.
So, one of the best ways to do that, you can leave marbles, you can leave out toys, you can leave out anything for them to play with because again, they're babies.
Mhm.
So, those babies, they're going to find all that shit and they're going to be like, "Holy crap, something to do, something to play with. I'm so glad I've got something to do." And they will completely forget what they're supposed to be doing until all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, I should probably go home. I'm hungry. I
S
need some blood."
s
And they'll leave.
Alright. Same, to be honest.
So, you know,
This is something I could play with.
I oh, why not? So, yeah, apparently they love marbles.
Hmm.
That's probably the biggest thing. So just put a bunch of marbles out. It also will save you from the loop guru too. Just make sure
Oh,
there's
that's right.
13. You're good.
That's
Everything's
right.
great.
They can't count
Yeah.
past 13.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There you go. Yeah.
I love it.
It's a double thing.
Yeah.
Another source that I saw said that you can hang garlic on your doors. I'm assuming because they're kind of like vampires.
Mhm.
I don't, it didn't really specify anything else, but I mean, sure.
Sure.
Why not? Yeah. To keep your possessions safe, you can either place them on top or underneath needles or mirrors, or both. Apparently, they are terrified of needles, kind of on the same page with you, kind of terrified of their own reflection. Again, may not be a pretty sight. Your undead baby.
Yeah.
I don't know. If you want to like put your money or any of like your important possessions or anything like that that you think someone may want to steal, you can put it in or on top of or under something with needles or a mirror.
Hmm, okay.
You should get one of those like mirror boxes and then like you'll be super safe
Yeah, exactly.
because
Medicine
then they can't
cabinet.
even like shake it or something. Yeah, and
Yeah,
just be like, haha. Yeah.
very good.
Back to if you happen to have a Toyol yourself. While most sources say too bad, so sad, some do say that it is possible to rid yourself and your family of these guys. You can either take them and bury them in the graveyard and lay that spirit to rest, or just yeet it on into the ocean.
Okay. I I think I'd go the burial route. That seems the safest to me.
It does. I mean, giving like last rites and like that kind of thing to lay that spirit to rest because I mean, you guys you fucked with its
Yeah,
whole thing. It went from just being like, poor sad baby to doing mischievous deeds and sucking blood out of toes.
right.
So, give that poor baby a rest and let it just go on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So, we're on to the stories and the sightings.
Okay.
All right, so this one is actually a legend that's pretty well told. It is of a young man, and he's just kind of a big old bum. He doesn't really do anything. He doesn't have a job. He couldn't keep one if he wanted to. He just kind of doesn't do anything. He lives with his wife and his sister and has troubles providing for him, because of the job thing,
Mhm.
and also because he has a gambling addiction. Sure, why not?
Okay.
So one day he's digging around his grandfather's possessions when he happens upon a chest. And in that chest, he finds a corpse baby. He then picks it up, and that baby looks at him with its beady little red eyes and starts to talk to him. And he says, "Thank you for releasing me. I can do what you will and give you great power, but I must feed." Which I'm sure you guessed it. The bum was like, "Fuck yes, let's do this shit."
Uh-huh.
So he takes him, starts to do it, has him go steal some money, some possessions and stuff from people, but a little bit at a time so no one will ask.
Mhm.
For some reason, no one in the village happened to be like, "Hey, you remember that deadbeat Jim? Yeah, somehow he's got money and shit. He's doing really well lately." No, no one
Yeah.
no one seems to ask
Yeah.
that. So anyways, he starts asking more and more of the teal, and the teal then starts demanding even more in return. One thing that he realizes, the bum, not the
Mhm.
teal, the bum realizes, is that this teal wants a new mother. So this means he's going to then demand to be allowed to breastfeed from the guy's sister. Not just breastfeed, but suck in blood, not milk. So how you feel about those toes, Taylor?
I don't think my face has ever looked like this before. Like,
No.
that's not
I
okay.
mean, it's very reminiscent of the Alp, which,
It is very
you
reminiscent.
know,
Yeah.
you know. So anyways, this man is like, "No, we're not doing
Yeah.
that shit." So he actually sends his wife and his sister off so that he can hopefully save them and it won't be a problem. Well, now the teal is furious and he attacks the man and kills him and drinks every last drop of his blood, leaving his body as just a withered, mummified corpse.
Mhm.
That's the end of the legend.
I mean,
I don't know what the story is there. I don't know, like, the lesson,
I
you
think the
know?
lesson is don't go rifling through your grandfather's stuff and talking to undead babies. It
I
sounds
thought
like
you
a
were going to
good
say, "Don't go
lesson.
breaking my heart."
Don't go breaking my
Don't go
heart.
breaking my heart. All right, so in 2006, a Malaysian fisherman, he happened to discover a bottle that contained what he decided and described as a teal. It was a large, it was as large as about a human fist. It's said to be kind of a greenish tint with blood red eyes. I'm not really sure where they saw the eyes because I've even seen a picture and I don't see no eyes. It's just this thing.
Hmm.
But it also did contain some sand, a yellow string, and some slices of onions, so kind of like a spell, I guess?
That seems ritualistic, yeah.
Very, very spell ritual kind of thing. So, but anyways, they didn't know what to do with it. Obviously, the fisherman was like, "Nope."
Yeah.
And it kind of makes sense because if the way to get rid of it is to just yeet it into the ocean,
That's
sure
true. Yeah,
enough,
that makes sense.
fisherman may find
Yeah.
it. But now it is displayed at the Pahang Pahang or Pahang, I'm not sure, but that state museum. So it's actually on display. You can actually go see it.
Gross.
I don't I don't know if I want to,
No.
but you can. So there was also an incident in 2009. There was this poor 77-year-old woman. She kept receiving phone calls. This is like a scammer doing the max. Anyways,
Mhm.
kept receiving phone calls telling her that her money and possessions were not safe and that a teal was after her and was going to find them and was going to get them. So that person told her, "You know what? Here are the places that you can put those so that they will be safe."
Mm.
Can you imagine that all her crap got stole? It
Yeah,
did.
that
Everything.
doesn't surprise
Everything got
me.
stole. She lost 70,000 ringgit. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Ooh,
which is worth $15,347.51
damn.
because someone called her and was like, "Oh, Teal's gonna get ya. Put this shit over here."
Hmm.
And so she did.
Fair.
Just say no. Just say no to scammers.
Yep.
Just like whenever they call and they go, "Hey, can I buy your house?" And I'm like, "I don't know the house." Ha ha ha. And also normally it's your house they want to buy,
I know,
which
isn't that weird?
Taylor, if I get like $1,000,000 for it, you're gonna move.
Dad has said the same, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So get out. Get out. So the last thing in 2017, an Indonesian paranormal team, Wujud or Wuhud, Wujud, posted a video on their Facebook page that shows a small naked figure resembling like Gollum from Lord of the Rings running around a parking lot, an undisclosed parking lot. But you just like see it's really weird because like I did watch it and I was like, what am I looking at? Because for a while there, you're looking at these cars, you kind of look underneath the cars, and then all of a sudden it pans up, you're between two sedans, and this child thing runs past. And it's like, okay.
Hmm.
That's it. That's all the video.
Okay.
But it's believed that this figure is actually the same one that was spotted in the woods not too long before it. And it's these guys on these like dirt bikes and they're in this forest and they're going down the path and then all of a sudden this baby runs out in front of them and then takes a turn and of course they're all like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And so one of them decides, well, let's follow it. So he chases it, and then it ends up going into more like tall grass and everything. So they get
Uh-huh.
off of their bikes and they start looking around looking for this thing. Do I do I think those videos are real? I don't know. Like
Yeah,
the figure like could almost be edited in. I don't
sure.
know. I
My
mean,
thing,
obviously I wasn't there, so I
sure.
don't.
Right. The First off, the dude that was like, "Let's go follow it." He is definitely going to be the first to die in a horror movie. That's just how that is.
Yep.
The
Yep.
one that the video that I saw of the Toyol that was the thing that sparked me to be like, we should research the Toyol was something that was actually featured on Nukes Talk 5 and a couple of other, I want to say it was actually on Paranormal Caught on Camera as well, where it's these three or four guys on this porch, and one of them's playing the guitar, and this is in Indonesia, I believe. And
Okay, I started to watch that video and then I was like, too long, and I moved on and
good
I stopped
God.
watching
So
it.
this one is the one that's super creepy that you can only see this entity through the camera lens. And like he's got his phone out and he's recording and you can only see it in the camera. That was the one that I saw,
I
and
mean,
I'll post that video cuz I found it the other day. But I'll post that on the Instagram and I'll look for the ones that you're talking about and post those on Insta as well.
okay.
But yeah, that's
My only thing with because you were like, yeah, you can only see it through the camera. And I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, if we only have video recordings of them, then you can
yeah,
only see it
so
through the
this
camera.
one
I don't.
you can see like they're holding a camcorder and then the guy is filming, like you've got two people filming at once, and the guy that's filming this other guy using the camcorder, like you can see the Toyol in that, but you can't see it on the other, like out in real life. It's a weird thing. I don't know. I know that doesn't make sense. Now that I think about it, that doesn't make sense at all.
I was gonna say because all of it is being recorded.
Right.
Like you're. It's like, what are we doing here? I don't.
That's interesting. I'll have to go back and maybe there was something specific with
Why
that
was
that I
that
did.
interesting? It's
Just
there's only that's why I was like, there's only one way to see it. If
yeah.
we record it, it's gonna be through the recording.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like that's interesting because I there was something specific to do with the camera that made
Hmm.
it to where you could see it.
Now,
So I don't know.
I could see like if it was like film versus digital,
Right.
like Like, maybe that because, dogs now, they can watch TV because HDMI has gotten or not yeah, HDMI. Ugh, because the quality of it has gotten so great
Yeah.
that they can now watch it. Like, have you seen the dogs watching, Lion King?
Yes. It's
It's
adorable.
heartbreaking.
Oh my god.
It's not adorable, it is heartbreaking.
Which one? I
They,
mean,
like,
I've
watch
seen.
Mufasa.
Oh, I
They,
haven't
like,
seen
watch
that.
Mufasa's death, and it's so sad, like, the dog sits there and he whimpers and everything, it's just so
I
sad.
saw the dog that got freaked out by Darth Vader.
I saw the dog watching I think it was, oh my god, what is the, like, night cam movie? I know that sounded real weird.
Yeah. Blair Witch?
No, not Blair Witch and not Insidious.
Oh, Paranormal Activity?
Um,
Okay.
yes. Like, there was a dog that was, like, watching that, and it was at like, you're watching the dog watch it, and he just, like, freaks out whenever something jumps out, he's
Sure.
like, "Wah!"
That's
There was
fair.
also a cat that did that.
Yeah.
What were we talking
We
about?
were talking about the fact that the Toyol could only be seen through footage. Now that I
Right.
remember,
Yeah, so
now that I'm remembering the video a little bit better, it's the guy that's recording on his phone, but the guys that are in the circle claim that they can't see it. So the guy's recording on
hmm.
his phone and he's saying there's a Toyol, and the guy that's playing the guitar turns around and he's like, "What are you talking about? There's nothing there." And this thing is like creeping up on him and stuff. Could very well be fake.
See
Could be fake, but
what?
what? But
Oh, someone fake a paranormal video? No. How terrible.
what? But yeah, that was the one that I saw that sparked my like, ooh, Toyol. So
Ooh, Toyol. Yeah, so anyways, that is what I have on Toyols. I do not want to do that again. Like to stay away from dead babies. That would be great.
Yep,
Mhm.
fair enough. There are
Yep.
I wanna say that there are a couple more on the list of creature features, and because I didn't realize that you were so very against this is gonna sound terrible, very
It's
against dead babies, I just didn't even mark them. So and I don't remember what they are.
awesome.
Have fun.
But is the weird butthole demon thing on
Yes,
there?
it is.
'Cause I may have to do that one. You sent that to me, and I was like, "I may have to look into it."
Yeah. There is a demon, what was it called? It's a yokai, and it's like she oh, shoot, what is it called? Because I sent it to Tori as well and was like, "What the
'Cause
fuck?"
it's also just gonna make me think of, "What's inside your butthole? I always wanna know what's inside your butthole.
It's
Maybe it is astronauts, maybe it is aliens."
mhm. It's the,
Yeah.
Shirime, and it is a yokai with an eye in place of its anus.
Did you say the shitty May?
I mean, it might as well.
Shitty?
Shirime. So, yeah, that was I told Tori I am currently deceased. I died of a massive asthma attack triggered by my instant wheeze slash whistle slash coughing slash silent laugh. I woke Kai and I up. I laughed so hard. So
I think I don't even remember what I was doing. I may have been half asleep. I also may have been out and been like, "Taylor's got butthole demons," and I, like, moved on. Like, I don't remember what
you disliked the image.
what
That was your response was disliked the image.
Yeah, but I don't remember what I was
Yeah.
doing at the time,
Well,
but
I look
yeah,
forward
maybe.
to your creature feature on the butthole demon. It's gonna be fun.
If and when. That's definitely not my next
Oh,
one,
okay. She got plans.
but maybe at some
Yeah.
point. I actually don't have plans. I just, keep everyone on their
Okay,
toes.
fair.
I never have plans. So lies. I have
I
lots
was
of
gonna
plans. They
say.
just never come through.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Awesome.
Well,
Well, I enjoyed that. Even though I was horrified through 95% of it, I enjoyed it.
same. I really hope I don't have to rage research anything ever again, and I'm sure that I will. So,
You will.
not something that I knew that I had to do, but
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I could do it.
I've marked the
Yeah.
ones on the list that I think you're gonna end up rage researching, so yeah.
Super cool.
Mhm. So
Well,
awesome.
we will spook you guys later.
Yes.
And I guess if you have anything else that you would like for me to rage research, or maybe Taylor can rage research something.
I'm getting
Um,
ready to. Actually, we can announce that I'm going to be doing a series of location features that yeah, when he looked at me like,
I
"The
was like
fuck?"
I was like, "What are we announcing? What?" Okay.
Yes, I'm gonna be doing a series of location features that are similar to Whitney's creature features, but I have literally Googled, list of all the countries in the world, and then I'm going through country by country list of all the regions of the world, and then I'm going to look up
Mhm.
haunted locations in those areas and the myths that surround them. So, a different
Yeah.
location on a different part of the world. Uh, I don't know when I'm going to do these, but they're coming.
Oh, in Australia, this is gonna sound really mean. I'm coming for you. You guys got some weird shit.
They
So we're
do.
we're gonna we're gonna be doing that.
Yeah, they do got some weird shit.
The Yowie, the Yowie, the Wowie. I really hope there's a Kazowie in there somewhere
I have
too.
yet to come across
Um,
that, but the Yowie and the
maybe I
Wowie.
will make one. Yowie, Wowie, Kazowie.
Yeah.
That'll be the name of the episode.
Okay. I like it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. Okay.
So,
So, anyways, yeah.
but yes, if you have anything that you want to, reach out to us about, if you have your own creature feature, or maybe your family has a Toyol, which, ew.
I thought you were gonna say maybe you are a creature feature, and I was like, "Oh."
um, but if you have a crazy story that has to do with the Toyol, if you have a Toyol in your family, don't no, get rid of that. Go throw it in the
Please
ocean
don't.
right
Also,
now.
don't tell me about it. I don't wanna know those things.
Yeah. And or
Mm,
if you have any, other stories that you would like, or if you have a location that you would like for us to look at, or a creature feature that you would like us to do, or any other suggestions for episodes, we're always open to them. You can hit us up on
mhm.
Insta and email. Wow, my brain just stopped right there. Email
Yep.
at the Ghost Sisters TX and the Ghost Sisters TX at gmail.com. And we also have a YouTube video, or YouTube video. We have a YouTube channel in anticipation of video evidence coming up soonish. So, yeah. And those get updated. We're
Yeah.
officially caught up on that. That we're one to one now updating those.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
yeah.
So, hi, guys.
Hello.
I think I did that last time, but hello. This is for everyone. Hello. All right. And then also, goodbye. We will
Goodbye.
spook you guys
We'll get
later.
later, bitches.
Bitches.